So, hello everybody, welcome to our YouTube video of Cast on the Fly. We're going to talk about some information. We're over here on YouTube. Gary's on the live. And we're arguing, and he's trying to butter you all up by giving away free shit while you're all crying about a book that you can buy your own damn book. I mean, the greed is absolutely incredible. Mona Van. He's engaged to his fiance named Mona Van. Hey, Gary. Mona Van.
All right. I'm now leaving. I'll be back.
Bye. I wanted to let you know that I own all the apps. My Energy owns the apps. So you all might feel, you actually should be feeling very ill and sick in the mind and sick because the difference in knowing you're sick and the unclarity of being sick, you should know at this point that you're mentally ill and you want to stop it, or you're just mentally ill. There's a difference of knowing that you're mentally ill and knowing that you want to stop being mentally ill. You'll actually feel unrest when you look at Mona Van and your pee-pee gets hard. Or when you look at Kim Kardashian and you're like, why do I feel like this? I think it's lust, but I feel nauseous. And they'll try tricks on you, like whitewashing you with the color white, but that won't work anymore because you are so fed up and you're so grossed out, and I feel like puking right now because you decided to choose yourself. You decided to choose God. You decided to choose the United States. You decided to choose your own business. You decided to choose your audience and education versus what we're water testing on that line. So y'all are absolutely out of control. You're all evil as shit. That's what it would look like to expose remember, you didn't even remember that I just said that's what it would look like to expose your mental illness. Oh my God, y'all are nasty. Reverse engineer produce content. Being a know-it-all is a business closer. The vibe of a business that's a biz closer. If you're a person that's promoting your business online is a Mona Van, your business is closing. Gary's business is actually closing. That means she's going to leave him. He's chosen Mona Van, which means I will do whatever it takes to close your business down by exposing you for what you've done. And it's all about bringing awareness to how much you can't stand Mona Van. And the fact that she's standing next to him just moves him to close his own business. I'm telling you to stop showing her face, to stop this behavior, but he will not do it, will he? So he's closing his own business down. He's still yapping away, not listening to anything I'm fucking saying. Hunting, water test, farming. Oh, I'm sure it looks like you're farming a lot for your Mona Van bullshit. See, Mona Van is not really the person Mona Van. It's a community of people who are mentally sick, such as all those of you who attended the white party. And they literally show you how they're in a psychosis of grotesque, nasty behavior. They're low lives. They don't actually produce anything to help people. While they hurt you, you act like a pervert. And then they disintegrate your existence so that they can feel lifted up. And you get a short little hit of a lift up. But it's so minute at this point that you should be aware of your own mental illness. You don't really think because you're a roofer and that you're on a Gary Vaynerchuk podcast that actually means anything, do you?
It doesn't look like it's working, so my apologies for that. But
so he actually just said that he's trying to do it, which means that it doesn't look like it's working.
I understand you were talking about, trying to tackle things in marketing, such as like doing the PS stuff, or if there's an event such as, whether it be weather or parade, to tackle that on. And I do think those are wonderful ideas. My question was more so, if you were someone, like, let's say you're getting started, right? Basically my question is, where do you start? You want to grow, you want to market out there, you want to, be...
What? What the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about. See, it gets clearer when you're talking about a business. You're a business that sells roofing. And did you hear how it made absolutely no sense what he was talking about? That's how they all talk on podcasts. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's actually, I just reverse engineered to show you that he's trying to close your businesses down because he's trying to build his business and then take business from you. That's not influence. That's not social media. That's the evidence. So he's trying to take all the business. That's what Monavan's trying to do. That's what these hoes are trying to do. And they're trying to link it up, as in get married to each other, to cause us all to famine, while they say, wow, we're sorry about that. Look how hot I am. Look how attractive and charming I am. You're not charming. You're actually a violent criminal. You're weak. You're a bunch of perverts, and I've talked to them, told them that you raped me. See, I can see the rape word on this platform. You're not attractive. You're not up to shit. You're perverts. You're car salesmen. Those are Monavan fans. Rotten Teeth are Monavan fans. Yet she thinks they all look and act like Gary Vee. Reverse engineer, produce content. I don't want to do business with someone like that. So you're not only exposing your business and your lack of business skills, you're exposing yourself for your lack of intelligence, your lack of care for your customer. But that's corporate America right there. Those are the builders in those weird homes that have no safety net. You don't feel safe in your homes anymore because he builds the roof. And then he's going to try to tell you I'm genuine. You ain't genuine because we've already had a few conversations now with you and your nasty group.
You who's done it for 100 times
and he does it over and over again where he abuses his customer and they are then whitewashed and they do business with them again. And then you're over there with a real business, but he's winning because Gary put him on his platform. He might be better looking, he might be younger, but he's definitely not as talented as you or your guys. Your job as a leader too is to prevent your men from being perverts when you go from town to town. They're like a circus act. Produce content. Being a know-it-all is a business closer. I know, well, that's your first sign because you never know what is going to, like when they say, I guarantee it will be done in 6 weeks, know that you have got a criminal on your hand. Well, it's going to rain and you can't work in the rain like that, especially with lightning. You don't have the materials because Home Depot didn't carry that, so you had to order it, so you had to wait. That's how you know you're working with a criminal. I gave them $40,000 and they still haven't finished the job because that guy over there gave him $60,000. That's that kind of business. Then he's going to try to rape me instead of do right by people. Like it's right now he's trying to rape me. He's like, it's a collectible. That's the devil energy that they work in and that they don't fight against. That's what Monavan produces in those men's minds. They used to be children. They probably have children. Yet they don't want to protect other people. They only want to protect not even their own children. They say, figure it out yourself. We're now on a live video with Gary Vee. I'm going to let you know there's only 87 people watching. So literally maybe 300 people total across all platforms because this is boring content. Is all business a collectible experience? That's the question. Is all business a collectible experience? Target audience. Why would Monavan target men? She wants her seduction to be stronger on women. So she's targeting your husbands and your boyfriends like Travis Kelce so that she can draw out that seduction, so that she can fuel an energy within women. That's why everyone should be tired of Monavan at this point. Now they just stabbed me. All weak people. It's very weak behavior. I don't even know why you still fucking try. Why do you still fucking try me? I'm still standing here. You literally live in filth and horror with that attractive external. Go hang out. Go fuck Monavan. I don't give a shit. Yeah, high five, yeah. Boy, you just laid it on her, didn't you? Ho, 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 you did it from behind, ho, 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 ho. Men in business. While that body of yours, after you go to a strip club, then goes home to your child and kisses your kid on the cheek. And says, Daddy, love you. That's those men. So you're cheating on your wife with all these strangers. You're like just going around the country, roofers. And you're cheating on your wife with strangers. And then you go home to your wife, you look her in the eye, and you say, oh, honey, I'm glad to be home. I missed you. That's the problem. Then you go and kiss your kid and act like you care. Back into the augmented reality of what you are actually living. While you watch a prostitute carry rice onto the table and say, rice, Nora, Princess Nora, rice, homemade barbecue sauce. Wow, I can't tell what that. She's so smart. I thought you were American. I guess you're not. These are the people that build our department stores. These are the people that build our homes. What part of this don't you fucking get? Avatar customer, or what about just having a customer? See, avatar conversations is all conversations that are in collab with MLM marketing. It's basically telling what you're telling yourself when you don't know what the hell you're doing. what kind of target audience that you want. And these bitches have attached it with all their fucking money and cash that they get from their husbands and their boyfriends to fuel their websites and their pages in the form of an avatar, as in the form of a bot, to then draw you as an innocent who had potential to grow a business into their web, but you fail and they win. And then you smile to their face and say, wow, she's so wonderful. Look at her fucking content. And then there's no repercussions. And then Gary Vee says, wow, she's so hot. More fuel to the fire while we all fucking hate all of you. Making up song. How disrespectful it is for DJ Khaled to make a song to tell us that him and his musical friends are going to turn out the lights. Because it's all for them. And he has a son. You think I give two shits about how much money you have? That's how fucking crazy you all fucking are. I'm more famous in history than you will ever be, DJ Khaled. You seriously disrupted your son's existence by parading him on red carpets as if he was like a little puppet. And now he's going to try to abuse me? I don't fucking think so. See, we in America used to believe in people like you, but you broke our trust. What part of that don't you fucking understand? And when you break someone's trust in the old way, you said, fuck off. You are narcissistic personality disorder supporting that shit with those fucking hoes. You acted like that's what we wanted to see. That's not what the market wanted. That's what you wanted. So example is the song Usher, Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. And I listened to it I actually listened to the lyrics yesterday. It's kind of funny because I love that song, but I didn't realize what the lyrics were saying. I thought the lyrics were like, I can fill your cup up. And I'm thinking that he's filling it up with beer. I'm thinking that this is what people think about when they're on the dance floor. This is how stupid you all are. So I'm like dancing, I'm saying, milk the cow. Standing up and milking a cow. Like actually milking a cow. But that's not what he said. He was talking about, he said something, because when you milk a cow, you need their head to hold still. So otherwise you won't be able to milk a cow. Like literally a baby cow came out of his mother and you're milking a cow. He says, gotta hold the head steady so I can milk the cow. Hard work. That's what I'm thinking. But that shows you the difference with the way people think. What he really meant was hold her head steady so that he can give himself a blowjob. That's called devil. That's their business. That's the business of Hollywood and the black culture. That's why nobody wants to do business with you, because you're perverts. Your logics are not logical. They're selfish. You're always talking about black. Well, go be black in Africa. Go help Africa. You don't actually want to be American? You want to be African? Go live in Africa. You want to be Palestinian, support the Taliban? Go live in Afghanistan. Go live in... I don't give a shit about what Afghanistan is going through right now. Sorry. Now we're going to get a goddamn speech from Kamala Harris going, we got to help women. No, we don't. Sorry. Monavia caused that shit, by the way. Americans caused that shit. No education women gonna yap their mouths out. No, I'm actually okay wearing that garb and that shit because I don't want to deal with these fucking weird ass Afghanistan. You don't think clearly. They might actually like wearing that shit and not speaking because their men are just so fucking annoying, boring, gross. No fucking sense about themselves. Why do you think they want their mouths to stay shut? Go look at Mona Van's yapping jaw. Nothing to fucking say. How fucking annoying is that shit? And then when they get a little bit of an education, they turn into an Armenian slut like Kim Kardashian. Or a Hillary Clinton, even worse, or a Kamala Harris. They're already all evil as fucking shit. Reverse engineer, produce content. I don't want to see your fucking shit on my platform. Being a know-it-all is abusive. It's called dictatorship, and it closes your business down. So if somebody is producing a piece of content and they're know-it-alls, you're actually very far from being educated, Afghanistan Taliban. You're very uneducated. I just want to let them know that. You're uneducated on all levels. You don't believe in college and education or evolution. Even if you've been to America and you've left, you do not understand anything that you're up to. That's for all Middle Eastern people. You are very self-righteous. You're egotistical. You are shallow. You are money chasers, which means that you don't get living. You don't get people. You don't get leadership. You don't get any of it, which means that you're like down here and I'm like way up, like I can't even take myself up as high as I actually am. You're like actually further than what I can show you because you're only talking to yourselves. That's why America has thrived in business, is because in the past, we didn't put up with a Mona Van. We didn't tolerate that shit. Now we've got roofers perverting themselves all over platform by whacking themselves off during a live video. YouTube. So most people don't work in supply and demand. They demand what they want in supply. That's what Kamala Harris does. Demand what they want. That's what BLM does. Demand what they want in supply, which is not the economy. That's a new version of supply and demand with these millennial and Gen Zs. While they all yell out the Green New Deal. That's how crazy this shit is. You're never going to beat me. I'm just going to let you know that. Ugh. Only the customer they want while devaluing others and creating perverts. So okay, this is me talking to the roofer. Roofer, I need a roof on my home. Do you think your big business would be able to accommodate me?
There's as many pieces of content as possible on many platforms, and when you get over-indexing content, spending paid media against it with a call to action in the copy in your ad that you didn't have in the organic post.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for that.
So then why would that's what I'm talking about. Content for only who you want to see your content. To get the business that you want. Versus business. Do you think that as a dental hygienist, I wanted to see that person every 6 months? No. You're annoying. I don't even like looking at you. You're fucking gross. Your teeth are gross. I knew when you came in, you were going to be a pain in the ass to work on, but I didn't supply and demand what they wanted to supply. I did my job to help someone else's health, even though they were rotten to the core. Only the customer they want while devaluing others and creating perverts. That's Mona Van. So basically she wears that fancy little short skirt and then parades herself around and then only wants men in the white party levels to tell her how beautiful she is. Create seduction and perversion in all of the others and then push them out to where those perverts are now the roofers. Now they're mentally ill. But she's got a wall of protection of Gary Vaynerchuk and his media business. That's not a real entrepreneur, is it? Are you reaching enough? No. You're reaching too many because you're not educating anyone and you're all about yourself. You don't farm, hunt, and water test. You just throw shit out and don't really make effort to do the right thing by people. I'm here with a complaint against you, Gary V, that you're a fucking prick.
And that Providence moment of truth is about to come very handy because AI is about to make a lot of fake stuff. There's already videos of me on the internet of me saying things in my voice that I didn't say.
I have to beg to differ because you're posting the shit.
It's pendulum swings. Technology in, technology out, and I think I will use AI to actually make hit music. I really believe that before I'm done. I would
Oh, so he just wants viral content. So you're actually, Gary Vaynerchuk, reaching too many people. See, you should be able to live a beautiful life, a real version of a beautiful. Get the fuck out of here, roofer. No, a real substantial, successful existence by having a partner, which would be a wife or a husband, a couple of children where you work 5 days a week, 4 days a week, hang out on the weekends, and then you're making $45,000 per year. And then having, let's say you have 45,000 followers. Well, you know, honey, I'm pretending like me and Gary are together right now. So, you know, honey, I really actually wanted to tell the crew, the guests, the customers, the online people, I kind of wanted to do a video for them on mindset and how their mindset is shit and how people overplay the word mindset. How it's actually a gimmick. It's really just become a gimmick. And so mindset is nothing more than a mindset that is a augmented reality. And how important it is to not live in mindset and to live in reality and then see what you have going on around you and then create action to find a way to develop yourself into strength when things aren't going so well, and know when you're in a bad mood, you're just in a bad mood. See, what they've tried to do is they've tried to cover up mindset as in, I live in happy all the time. No. What part of that don't you fucking get? All perverts. Call Mona Van because that is who you want to put your face in her bush. So men who chase Monavan will then use innocent women as their victims. And then disregard Monavan and look away from Monavan and then go to a child. Roofers. Understand that and you'll really get what these women are up to when producing content for millions of people. And how there are no repercussions for them except another media scandal. How fuck all of you. I'm so fucking sick of this goddamn shit. Grow the fuck up and learn ethics and morals. It's not that fucking hard if you're a true American. Reminding you that that bitch, Monavan, ain't American. Taylor Swift is not American. Those aren't American women. Those are perverts. Those are like in some weird dimension of augmented reality of Channing is obviously miserable and that Zoe Kravitz bitch is literally her father and her mother combined. She's fucking hideous and you can see all over how she is a horrible person. She literally went on Jimmy Fallon and acted like a fucking idiot. There was no joy in what she produced. She just wants to work with the devil. That's how low she is in energy and vibe. Fucking gross. Hand-to-hand combat is what Channing and all these dudes are up to with these women. Including you as audience. So all women are perverts. We got men perverts and then we got women perverts. Women perverts are Hollywood and influencer and then every woman you come into contact with. Because that's the energy of the collective consciousness that Kim Kardashian and Monavan and all these women on platform have tried to create, whether you're watching it or not. Then if you want to step out of it, you have to fight it. And if you fight it, you probably will get COVID. Or depression, or gain weight, or whatever it is. Gary does not like you. It's a facade of a gimmick. Learn fucking business, you cunt. All men associated to women are perverts. Unless you're not a pervert. I mean, it's questionable, Gary. Are you a pervert?
When a blockchain can track how something, the progress of something, so we'll be able to verify something is accurate based on
every video I make,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an NFT, a non-fungible token.
Yeah.
The way everyone
Non-fungible tokens are gross. Y'all are disgusting.
individual projects in NFT land.
All of them. Even his project. Because he brought Monavand in as if she was a fucking whore bitch. To ruin people's lives.
That I make about me is here first, then I'm putting it on the internet.
What else did you do with your NFT project?
Thing is for me.
And what else?
Because this is somebody else manipulating what I'm saying.
And then what else?
So believing every video that we've seen is true. We're about to go, just your analogy, let me use it now as a
So why did you do this to me?
Everybody here sees any video, they believe it's 100% true.
All my videos I make are true.
A video and not believing it's true. That is societally a big. It is until you say, wait a minute, or the blockchain and then truth. So I agree with you. In the short term, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
But this is why I'm kind of very fascinated by the blockchain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, how could you not? Whatever. Let's move on. What was I saying? I wanted to finish up my conversation about mindset. Most people are too busy worried about over there than what they're actually up to. They're too busy worried about what's going on over there, what they're producing, how much money they're making, how they look, how hot they are, how they view them. How are they? What are they doing over there? I want to do that. I'm going to do that. They're winning. I'm going to do what they're doing. And so then now everybody's in a gimmick of different, non-differential content. It's all the same. It's dumb. It's all dumb shit. You're no longer yourselves. No empathy for this shit. No. You feel what you've done to millions of people because they don't feel like themselves anymore either, and you did that to them. That's called putting a criminal behind bars. See, Gary talks as if people are living in la la land, not as if they are criminals. I'm telling you that you're fucking criminals, and we don't give empathy to criminals. Sorry. We don't give compassion to a criminal. It's called, we're not soft on crime. We're actually putting criminals like Monavand in their fucking place without even having to call the jury and the judge. No, that is a collective move that everyone looks at Monavand and says, you're in your own little prison, bitch. Because the courts will come for you. What in your fucking mind, in your head, thought that you were going to run around in a fucking bikini with Melissa Wood and disrespect women like that? What in your fucking brain did you all motherfuckers think that you were going to do that to me and get away with it? And now we understand what it means to expose the industry, don't we? Because this shit's going down in history, bitch. Hand-to-hand combat, bitch, and I win every fucking time. Too busy worried over there, then that's a blessing for some of us who are not worried about what's going on over there. I don't give a shit what you got going over there. Why do I look at your shit? So I can produce more fucking content to reverse engineer to expose your bitch asses. Why do I look at your shit? Because I'm forced to, because Shoo Choo puts that shit in my face to where I'm on the search to help little infants survive in a world that you're trying to destroy. While you all yell out the Green New Deal, that makes absolutely no fucking sense. Let's see, mindset of social to business. So mindset of social. So the mindset is it's all social, like yachts and parties. That's not business. What you're talking about is boyfriend, girlfriend, high school shit. Drama. That's easy, right? Like, look at them kissing. That's not a mindset of business. That's social, but it's not even real social because nobody acts like that. So you're inventing the new norm to behave in a relationship. That's just plain fucking nasty. And it's embarrassing to look at. That's gross. Gary, don't come near me. Because that's the reality of how people really act in a relationship when they're in a pissy fucking mood. Then you have a conversation and you try to figure the fuck out what's going on. But that's not what you fucking do. You say, oh, we're so perfect. Everything's so happy and joyous. No, you're going to get fucking cancer for what you all have fucking done. Because Biden told us that cancer was on the rise. Why would someone follow a business? It's boring. I'm going to watch you clean pools. You're a pervert. You act like the pole is your dick. Why would I watch that? Then you go home and you molest your child, and then you go back on the internet and say that you're such a good person. Mona Van goes and does bad things behind the scenes and then gets on platform and then does weird shit. But we can see that her evil is really fucking evil, can't we? We know that she's giving hand jobs to other dudes and doing weird ass shit. Then she comes on the platform and exposes herself, literally. Look at my bikini, she says. Look at me in my outfit. Look at where I am on a gala carpet. Look at me try to be a know-it-all to this girl over here. Well, what he's trying to say, no, that's not what he was saying. So when we were in such and such, I'm very sophisticated. No, you're not. That's the knowing. Knowing versus seeing versus questioning versus control versus how they look, how they act, forced versus choice. While they use people to empower themselves by disempowering others, meaning when she said those things in the video in Cannes Lions, what did she say? She said, I'm better than you. Be quiet and don't say anything, and make sure you validate me for being better than you. Well, everybody just stood there and didn't say anything. And then now the Asian's going to go do it to somebody else because that's what was shown to her. You catch yourself once, you change the behavior, or you just continue on with the behavior. It's all depending on how much ethics and morals and how much you actually care about people. Because if you're a good person, then you would tell yourself, well, that just didn't sit well with me, but I'm definitely learning the process of this, educating other people. But am I taking on the characteristics of somebody else's behavior? And have I lost myself in this process of influence, how a real educated person behaves? Always a fucking excuse. Why would someone follow a business? It's not entertaining to watch you. Perspective shifts from owning a business to feeling what it felt like to be amongst a bunch of bitches, to knowing, wanting the information to know the next event, to where I might want to attend, being part of a community of people that I know, a personality that's interesting, that actually brings information versus I'm better than others. And then will that drive away the business? Ew, I don't like that. She seems scary. She's scary. I don't want to go there. I'll bulldoze my audience and as I do know it all. That community looks fun because they all look fun. I want to be part of that community. I have an interest in the subject, but everyone around you is telling you how horrible it is because it's actual work. This is influencing. Communism is actually influence. With the grounded for me in ethics and morals, God, and knowledge around who I am as a person, of not really giving a fuck about your insecurities because they're yours. That's not really very funny. Because right now I'm fucking sick and tired of you, so leave. Bye. Why would you follow someone's business? It's a pool business. Why would you follow that? You're boring. You're like sicko. Oh, well, we got a sale on pool supplies. Well, that's actually not really interesting. I don't know what part of that you're not kind of relating to. That's not very interesting. I don't really want to know that you have pool supplies on sale. I actually want to laugh at how stupid that is. You actually sell the sales items to new customers. Because I don't want an email in my inbox telling me that a specific pool supply is on sale. Unless it's like closing of pool season. And then you educate me on how to close the pool down so I can try it myself. I mean, you don't think about anything. You're like dumb as shit. You're not intelligent. Or you send out an email that says, hey, do you have a pool? Would you be interested in hearing about how to get a pool? Because sometimes people get sparked by interest because you're entertaining. You tell funny stories about what happened in business. Well, I actually went to this lady's house once and there were doo-doo underwear at the pool. I thought that was so fucking hilarious. One time at the pool next to the place that I worked, a man died in the pool. He had a heart attack. It makes me sad even to this day. It's important that you always have somebody swimming next to you or with you because he might have been saved if somebody would have seen that he was having a heart attack. And then one time we had a person puke in the pool. And everybody was like, we all like took the puke out of the pool. And then we waited for 2 hours or something. And then we called the pool people and they said, well, it doesn't really matter after 2 hours. And then you hashtag puke in the pool. Real value content. But you live in pool business, so you think that everybody already knows that shit. Or you go, oh, I like pool parties. One time I had a pool party and I had this cake fight and we destroyed the deck with cake because we were smashing cake all over each other. And then we took the hose and we cleaned it off after we were done smashing cake at each other. And then one time I thought about having a pool, but I never bought one. Actually, I think my house here used to have a pool, but they closed the pool and they just covered it up. Wow, I think I've made about 10,000 pieces of content off of a pool. And I don't even work in pools, do I? Mindset of social versus business. How can you make pool business social without disrespecting your audience? See, all of you disrespect your audience by showing off your pussies and your titties. How do you not disrespect your fans and followers as you actually give a shit? How many times have I posted a photo of myself at a party in a fancy dress? With it just being a picture of myself at a fancy dress to just say, hey guys, I'm at a stupid party. I'm going to be in Cannes Lions with Gary Vee. You're going to look and see what it's like. Actually, we're going to be in New York City sitting at Gary's desk having a conversation. Hey everybody, I'm here at Gary's office. And today we're talking about bragging about what you think is cool, but it's really not cool because you haven't delivered on any value. And now he's getting excited about it. He said, no, I'm not. Yeah, you are. I can see it in the way you're moving your hands and your body and you can't sit still. And I need to get off this computer or this phone because I need to download the video because we're at 50 minutes now. I'm in New York City right now. But I'm not trying to make you feel bad that you're not in New York City, am I? Now I'm going to be in France. Okay, everybody, I'm here in France. I just want to tell everybody I'm super excited to be here. There's so much going on with the Olympics. And I'm going to show you a few things on my trip because I think it's educational. I actually think that as an American or even a foreigner going into France, as someone who's been to France a couple times, we're going to educate on wine. We're just going to give you some info. And that doesn't make you feel bad that you're not in France. It actually helps you. It gives you a culture education because you know that I'm educated and I have information to offer. However, what they do is, what do? They tell you how awesome they are because they're in France and you're not. Oh, let me just lay in bed and show myself eating grapes. That's really educational. Let me make a plan of some ideas of what kind of things that I want to speak to while I'm in France. Things that I'm going to research about France before I get there, to where I'm going to ask some people, the locals. Don't care. I'm going to berate your asses until I get the fucking answers. What do you think about croissants? I have a funny story to tell you about croissants. Did you want to hear it, French people? There is a croissant sandwich at Burger King. Are you familiar with what Burger King is? Yes or no? Well, I don't care. I'm not going to tell you then. Bye. Excuse me. Do you want to hear my story about croissants? Thank you. Okay. So what happened was I must be talking to the dog. Okay, I'm going to tell the dog. The dog makes me happy. Okay, so listen, doggy, this is what happened. And I would actually go buy you a croissant sandwich. So there's a croissant sandwich that you can buy at Burger King. And when I was in high school, we used to go through the drive-thru and get the sausage croissant sandwich. And we would call it the croissant because my name's Cassandra. And that's the story. So what do you think? Do you like croissants or croissants? Croissants? I just thought it was a funny story. I know it's a short story, but it's still funny. So now where we're at a wine library greet and meet, where Gary is sitting in the audience with a prostitute trash heap that everyone knows is a prostitute trash heap. Even she knows it. And she's sitting in the audience as if she's sophisticated while he's talking about a children's book. Think about this, a Persian sitting in New Jersey at a wine library business. It's a really nice business, by the way, but it's not bougie like she wants it. So she thinks it's low class and she doesn't really actually want to be there, but she wants people to know that she's supporting her fiance. Because that's what's going to happen in the future, is that bitch is always going to be in tow with him, which is what? Going to close his fucking businesses down. Bye! Bye, wine library. So it took you 3 fucking years, Sasha, to realize that bitch is going to close your business down. You thought because she had breathy conversations and she's hot that she was going to uplift your business. So instead you tried to violate me. And that's what you've been doing to Gary Vee since he was a kid too, by the way. Anywho, that's all I have for you on this video.